Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of BFE Outdoor TV. On today's episode, we're going to talk about some pups. We'll go from everything of how to pick a pup to how to finish your pup out and the steps to get there. As you see, we have our new pup. Like I was saying earlier, she's from Minnesota. Easy girl, we're working on leading right now. She's from Minnesota. I descended off a big country, and anyways, so other than that, let's get into it. I'm gonna have to tighten up on her here, sorry. So how do we pick our pup? Well, first we need to go through our bloodline, look at what traits, what kind of dogs we want to hunt, because chances, you want to be able to find the dog that you want, you need to look at their parents, their grandparents, their siblings, the crosses before them. You want to try to get into a proven cross. And this is just to get started, once you get an idea, whoop, girl, you're gonna have to settle down. I'm gonna have to half hitch her. Once you get settled in, and then you can play with crosses and things of that nature. But how to pick a pup? Well, in my opinion, man, I really don't know how to pick a pup. I just always try to pick the as far as once I went through the bloodline anyways, and I know, okay, this is the bloodline that I think that's going to be right for me. I like what their parents have done, their grandparents have done, some of the crosses before them. They've made pretty good dogs. The success rate of the crosses are high. So I'll narrow it down like that. And then as far as picking that individual pup, man, I kind of narrow it down by body size, because I like a little bigger dogs, so I try to get the bigger ones. And I like to listen to them and hear their mouth. But it's, you never know. As pups, you just get an idea. She's just seen that horse, and you don't know what's going on with that horse. All right, we won't freak you out. We'll go this way. But anyways, most of the time I kind of narrow it down, and then I just let the kids pick. Because I don't have no secret. There may be some guys out there that has secrets. I just don't know them. So, with that being said, if you have a secret you'd like to share, I'd like to hear it. But, so once we get past that, we've done picked our pup. Now what do we do? Well, you want to start off with the health. You got to give them all their shots and their wormings up to date. And just what I'm doing right here. Everybody, me included, you want to get out there and train them with a coon tail and do all this stuff. But the first things are this steps right here. Leading them around, teaching them to lead, teaching them to recall. You want them to come back to you. So, leading, you can put them on a chain. Just, if they're real aggravation, just put them on a run or chain them up, and let them get used to that. But that only goes so far, that just kind of gets them used to the collar and the chain hanging around their neck. Then you just have to lead them. And it's better to start at pups to break the quirks before they're full grown and they were dragging you all over the place, especially in the woods. So you just teach them the lead length. If you need to half hitch it around their flank, you throw a little half hitch in the chain around their flank. That way you can control not only their head, but their hips. You don't hurt them. I'm not saying you don't jerk on them, but as they pull away from you just kind of ease up, and it takes their hips away from them, their back legs, so they have no, what do you call it, force or whatever. But it just keeps them held right there by you, and just work them like that. Short chains, that is a must in my opinion. And on the recall, just get you about a 30-foot piece of rope or so, and clip it off to them. And call them. As you call them, if they don't come, then you start easing that rope towards you and keep calling, and you just keep repeating. When they do come by themselves, reward them, give them a pet, give them a little treat. Pretty simple, just repetition stuff on both of those. Now, as far as training them for the woods, that comes with time. You can. It doesn't hurt to get the coon tail or fresh coon hide. Introduce them to the smells and let them rough it up and play with it. I mean, that all helps. But I mean, that just comes with age, honestly, in my opinion. The groundwork, like I say, the obedience groundwork is, to me, the most important at this stage of just getting the groundwork in, you know, teaching them to sit, teaching them to stay, heel, and come here. Those are the most important, and those can all be done with no technology, just a piece of rope and maybe some little treats, some cracklings or something. But anyways, so let's go through, you know, y'all have seen some of the how to train videos on that, on my coon hunting, and I mean, that's all you got to do. I mean, time in the woods is the most important part, and that's depending on the puppy's maturity level. I like to get them out there, you know, between 4 and 6 months, bringing them to the woods, walking them around. They're in the daytime too, you know, they're not going to go far, or most of the time they don't. Every now and then they'll get out there, put a little collar on them, and let them roll. Let them do what they want to do. Let me get all them smells in, you know, just start jumping creeks and all that good stuff, and just bring them to the woods. You can do it with older dogs. If you don't have an older dog, hey, I've done it with just them. It definitely helps with older dogs, or I guess maybe it just helps you. It breaks their boredom up, and you got a little more action for them, so they can, as the older dog trees, you know, you can work them on the fresh live tree that you know there's a coon there because the big dog pushed it up the tree. But I mean, you can do it without it. So other than that, I don't know, there really ain't a whole lot to cover. It's just patience, and like I say, groundwork to me is some of the most important part of getting your dog ready for the woods. Thanks for watching. We got a few clips of some coon hunting with Goose and Jade. We're fixing to really start soloing Goose out. I was just, you know, trying to get Jade back to her normal self. After she comes out of heat, she's a different dog, and it takes I don't know, 10, 12 hunts to get her going back right. You know, I don't know what the deal is with that. It's just seems to be that way. But anyways, hope you enjoy watching this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you. Cut those lights off. Got them treed up for probably 350, 400 yards from the truck. Looks like pretty good walking. Stay tuned. We'll see you at the tree. Well, you would know they were treeing them. There we go on switchbane ticket. Where'd you see it up, bro? I seen the limbs moving up there earlier. You better get on that tree. Get on that tree. Dust them up, baby. Right there in the middle of them green leaves. You can't see them. See if I can zoom in. Right there. So put y'all's walking lights on them so they'll show up. You don't, hey, you better talk. We got a treat on that tree. When we looked it over, we didn't see nothing. But there's a coon right there. Where was it at? In that big oak there. It's about, I don't think he walked over. I think they just pulled up. I mean, they missed it by a few trees. I'd say 20 yards. If they'd have went 20 more yards and smelled that one, they'd have had the coon. Minus them on this one, I reckon. Well, y'all missed him. Y'all missed him. Well, we made 2 trees. We have 1 coon, and the other coon we missed it by about 20 yards. So we slicked that tree. I don't believe it crossed limbs. I think the dogs just pulled up. He was feeding. There's still a few acorns in some of these trees. We walked under. There'd be half-eaten acorns all over the ground. But all in all, it was a good hunt. Starting to get pretty chilly. Temperature done fell back below freezing. We busted a little bit of ice in that slough. It wasn't thick, but it is iced over. So we're gonna call it a night. Little man's kind of tired. I wouldn't mind cutting out a turning loose one more time, but he's hungry and cold. We're gonna call it. Anyways, thanks for watching and God bless.